There's no way to handle a situation as a man, to know when you have to walk away, and to know when you have to address someone directly as a fucking man. These are the things to talk about. Now, you're probably asking me, Fat Man, why are you in a different setting? I moved, bitch. There's nothing else to explain to that one. But for the most part, we're going to talk about this whole Chris Rock and Will Smith situation. Because Will Smith is a little bitch. So, it's going to be right here. Let's get into it. Let's talk about it. And if you're ready to have a conversation like gentlemen, unlike Will Smith, who was a fucking child, let's go. And, here we go.
Wow! Denzel, Macbeth, loved it! I love the part where it said, King Lear don't got nothing on me.
So he's peppering the crowd right now. Which is what comedians really do. They pepper crowds.
The hardest job tonight? Javier Bardem and his wife are both nominated. Now, if she loses, he can't win. He is praying that Will Smith wins. Like, please, Lord. Jada, I love you. G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it. All right?
Here we go. Yep, there's the look. She didn't like that. Now, I want to say something towards before we continue. Jada already posted on her Instagram story showing that she has alopecia, right? And she says all she can do is laugh about it. She even said, I'm going to put like little rhinestones there and make a crown for myself, right? And she laughs about it. All she can do is laugh about the condition. Now, if you're the one that says all I can do is laugh about the condition, does that mean people can't make fun of your condition? I don't think it means that at all. But things can be interpreted for themselves. Maybe I can laugh at it, but others can't, right? Chris Rock, which has been known on the Philip DeFranco show, doesn't know that fucking Jada Pinkett had alopecia. So he didn't know that as he made that comment, or just joked on her haircut because she has that flat haircut that G.I. Jane had in the movie, right? Is what it is to that degree. For you as a person, when you see something like this, are you really going to be in your feelings about it? Honestly, you might. And Jada might have been hurt by this. And we see her face, and we see Will's face, right? He laughed, she didn't. And it's an eye roll and the daggers at Chris Rock, right? We see that. Off the cuff, as a comedian, he peppered the room. He did one joke over here. He did Harvey Bardem and his wife, Jada Pinkett, and Denzel first, then Harvey Bardem and his wife, then Will and Jada. He peppered the room. Comedians do this to get a feel for the room, to get people settled in and comfortable. And the Oscars always hires comedians to basically lighten the room up because, hey, we don't want this shit to be fucking dead. Cool. I understand you, boo-boo. But in a situation like this, who you make fun of, is that going to affect you? Probably. Might affect the whole set, might affect the whole day. We've seen pictures after this, after the camera shut off, of Will trying to calm down Will. Like, hey, calm down, chill out. We see Denzel in there. We see other actors talking to him to calm him down because that's how serious this was. This wasn't fake. From everything we've seen so far, but from everybody else's point of view, this wasn't a fake thing, right? Chris took that slap, is about to take this like a champ. He takes like the best alpha fucking male in the world. And that is fucking telling you something. From a nigga from Brooklyn, you out here throwing slaps like bitches. I'm sorry.
That was a nice one.
That was a nice one. That was a nice joke,
I'm
right?
Out here. Richard. Oh, wow. Wow. Will Smith just smacked the shit out of me.
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
Wow, dude.
Yes.
It was a G.I. Jane joke.
Keep my wife's name
I'm
P.
going to,
Nyong'o,
okay?
very chill. Very chill.
Okay. That was a greatest night in the history of television. Okay. So we are here to give a documentary out, to give an Oscar out for Best Documentary. Now, the beauty of documentaries, because they make you, when you watch one, you feel smart. Like you watched them, like you read a book or something. But all you really did was get high and watch Netflix. So here we go.
See, that's where he fucked up, right? Chris Rock really tried keeping his composure, and bro, I'm not gonna lie to you, he tried. He tried keeping his composure. I love when Will said, keep my wife's name out your mouth, but then Chris Rock goes to say something else, right? This is what he says.
Okay.
He said, okay. He said, I could definitely do some damage with this one. I could go again. That to me screams out so much. He's like, keep my wife's name out your motherfucking mouth. Chris Rock automatically was like, I could go further. I could keep your wife's name out my mouth. But from where you stand as a man, there's more there, right? Now, I'm going to break this up into two categories, into two sections here. So, section 1. If this is fake, it opens up the conversation that, wow, we really believe this shit. I made a whole video and shit, set up my Osmo Pocket and fucking everything to set this up to have a conversation with you, right? If this is fake, right? And we have to understand this. The fakeness about it is what really lies there, right? The Academy set it up. They planned it. They executed perfectly. They got people talking, right? Now, the fake part about it is, if it's fake, people talk about it. Now we see different sides of the aisle in the conversation. Will defended his wife. Will did the right thing by Jada. A black man standing up for a black woman. Also hitting violence against a black man, which is really stupid. Oh, if a man did this to you in the streets, blah, blah, blah. A lot of people online, I've heard some stupid fucking takes. I've heard some really, really dumb takes. And I'm gonna be honest with you, right? This idea of hitting someone if they disrespect you and your wife, I can understand it to a degree. What happens in the streets can get niggas killed, okay? Don't be thinking that you got a Jada Pinkett and you're gonna go defend her honor. A proper man does it in smart ways, right? You don't do it like this. Yes, I get it. Defend her honor. For jokes? Your woman is that sensitive? You are that sensitive? No. A real man would have ignored this and sat his ass down. A woman who felt empowered or ballsy or tough would have got up and slapped him. But Jada kept her composure. She rolled her eyes, got mad, but then she said something to Will. She said something to him as the cameras were turned, and he got the fuck up and he did something about it. Because she basically said, I didn't like that. You should go handle that. And no offense to you, Tupac would have been like, yo, chill. Tupac probably would have talked to him like, yo, she got alopecia, bro. She's sensitive about that. You gotta chill. Oh, my bad, bro. Because the proper way to handle this, and nobody's talked about it, Will Smith would have got up, talked to Chris Rock behind the backstage, said, listen, G, she got alopecia. He would have been like, I don't know if she got alopecia, which we found out Chris Rock doesn't know that. He doesn't know. He never knew. So the joke basically came from a place of doing no harm and no intent to do harm, right? There was no intent to do harm. Period, right? Number 2, if the situation is real, which it is, it's real, the situation also comes upon the next conversation. Will Smith should have handled this completely different, which he should have. As a man, you handle things different. You don't make a spectacle out of this because now the internet is going to do what it does. And he got up on stage and talked about, I want to be the vessel of of love and peace, and that's not who I am. Shut the fuck up. You want to be mad? Be mad. You want to be enraged? Be enraged. But you do not get up on that stage. Talk about you're like Richard Williams. And been noting that Richard Williams' estate, his son had to make a speech for him because his father felt upset about that, is they don't do anything, never attack someone unless it is prohibited and violence is on to you, right? If another man attacks you and accosts you and your wife as a grown-ass adult, your girlfriend, your wife, if someone else attacks you first, you straight up attack. Attack means physically attack. Chris Rock did not physically attack Jada. He did not mean to do harm. So anyone out there saying Chris Rock deserves to be slapped, you are not part of the real fucking world, okay? You are ignorant, you are a child, and you know nothing. Simple as that, right? You go to the award shows, they're gonna have a comedian there. He peppered the room, he got people lighting up, he hit you with a couple of jokes. 1, G.I. Jane. 2, G.I. Jane is a fucking movie of a badass chick played by a badass actress. You look fine, Jada. Why you have to give Will the look? I'm gonna go slap him. And if you don't like my take on this, I've left other videos at the bottom in the description. Abba and Preach make a good conversation with 2 videos, and it's a Gundam. Go check it out. Oh, and Clownfish. Will should have handled it differently. And I love that he says in his speech, Denzel said to him, at your lowest, that's when the devil gets you. So Will's lowest was anger, and the devil was that impulse, right? I'm going to take that from Denzel. I'm going to take that. But at the same time, you should have never put your hands on another man. Tiffany Haddish, you the dumbest. Oh, I never want to say Tiffany Haddish is a dumb bitch, but you dumb for that one. Tiffany Haddish stood up and said, Jada Pinkett should be giving Will head from the back. Like, man, shut your ass up, bro. Tiffany Haddish, women like her get motherfuckers like y'all busted, fucking thrown up, like, for real. A lot of people love the fact that Will defended his wife. Yes, I can respect that to a degree that actually made sense. Slapping Chris Rock, that's nothing. It's Chris Rock. He tells jokes. He's a funny man, comedian. You're a child. For taking this to the next fucking level. And for me, someone who loves comedy and loves the fact that comedians are able to make us laugh, I understand they mean no harm, right? Unless they're trying to do physical, actual damage and destroy your soul. Then you take it upon yourself to do what you gotta do. But never attack a man for only making jokes. And how Will was able to handle it, and his final speech at night when he won his award, and now the Academy is thinking about taking his award from him. But Whoopi Goldberg, I've heard, said the Academy will not be taking his award, which I honestly don't believe they should, but I do believe consequences do have actions behind them. And Will, yeah, he gonna pay some, he has some consequences coming to him. For real. Even Jim Carrey has given a take that is very reminiscent of a man who's like, it was appalling. Because if you can't, even John Leguizamo, I love John Leguizamo, has even mentioned, we're actors. This is something we should be understandable about, we act. We do big roles, that's it. If you can't take a joke, then what's the point of being in the game, And maybe it's not just the joke. Maybe it's something deeper. As we find out in Will Smith's speech, which I'm not going to be watching because I think I've kind of done enough watch this, watch that, and I've done my research here, right? A lot of people felt it's Jada's fault. And I ain't gonna lie to you, it is kind of Jada's fault. You didn't slap August Alsina. You didn't look Jada in the face and go off. Will Smith, all he knows is pain. And that is something a lot of people understand. A lot of people said, that wasn't Will smacking Chris Rock. That was Will smacking Jada. And to be honest with those people and the sentiments of those people, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. This was Will Smith acting out and releasing whatever's inside of him, right? Straight up rage, anger, being a fucking pissed off man. Whatever you want to call it. But I found out there's a lot of people that think Chris Rock deserves to get hit. And like I said in the beginning, and I scratched my head upon this, you don't know how to handle real world situations. If this was out in the hood, like outside in the hood, and a nigga's making fun of you or your moms, you can handle how you feel. You gonna catch a case, and you gonna probably catch some, I don't know, bullet holes in your ass. It's either or. Smart decisions keep you alive, right? Men who are rational think ahead. A real person would have said, I'll talk to him after the show, honey. And he may not know you have alopecia. He may not know. We'll talk to him afterwards. I can't go on the stage and slap the shit out of him. You want to go up there and slap Chris Rock? The comedian? The actor second? And like I said, if this is real, which this is, a lot of people are still asking the questions of why he did it. Some people on Twitter are making it a racial thing. A lot of people are like, black women are always made fun of in the media. Our hair is sacred. Please shut the fuck up with that. Please. If you're a black woman out there and you feel like this is the most integral thing black women have ever faced, the bitch is bald. She has alopecia. She's bald here. She's gonna be bald on her eyebrows. She's gonna be bald everywhere else. She's gonna be bald. Stop it. She's not suffering from cancer. She's not going through leukemia. She ain't giving out kidneys for free because she has liver damage. Stop it. Alright? Stop. It's just, she's going bald. Alright? For a lot of the women out there, especially black women, y'all making this out to be more than it is. You need to calm the fuck down. Simple as that. For the people out there who are like, black men should step up for black women, I have never seen this before. I love to see black men. You must have some terrible black men in your lives. I've sticked up for a lot of people, right? I have stuck up for black women. I've stuck up for black men as well. I've stuck up for my people in general as a whole when I heard some crazy shit go down, right? It just is what it is. But you do not look at this as the moment of black empowerment, because it's not. It makes me as a black man say, I would have handled that much differently. Because it's true. As a black man, or just as a man in general, the way I would have handled that is completely different from how Will handled it. I'm saying what it is, okay? Denzel would have handled that much differently the way Will would have handled it. Other people were like, yeah, I would have went up there. There's some crazy takes here. He could have killed him. You know what I'm saying? A friend of mine's mentioned that Will is a trained fighter, and he's also trained in guns and stuff. Will took a lot of fight training. He slapped him with an open palm, and then he turned his back on him. A real fighter would have never done that. They would have been ready to fight. And Chris Rock got hit. But you also see in the video, he's ready to cock back. Like, he's ready to knock him out. Like, what the fuck is you doing? Because he know the hit was real. But Chris Rock, he's got all the W's. People may be making fun of Chris and saying he should have got hit. Like I said, you're not part of society. Chris Rock took the W. He kept his composure. Yeah, he fumbled his words because he's embarrassed and he's in shock. But he kept his composure. He moved forward. He did everything. He even tried to calm Will down after commercial break. So that tells you something. He's a man with empathy. He's a man that can understand. A lot of people have been calling Chris alpha. Fucking amazing. And like I said before, 2021, did Will not get made fun of? All he knows is pain. Fucking entanglements. Fucking reporters asking him, any more entanglements happening? You know what I'm saying? Like, people really testing your relationship, and you think Chris Rock saying your wife looked like G.I. Jane is testing your integrity? No, it's not. It ain't that big. But, like I said, from a personal standpoint and point of view, the way this looks is crazy. Because I'm seeing the spectrum of people reacting to this, and there's so many takes on it. It's disgustingly stupid, and some takes that I can sit down and say, that's the proper way to handle it. Now, the Williams family has condemned Will Smith. A lot of actors and comedians have condemned his uses of violence. A lot of other people were just like, I support him and what he did. But it's not the way to go about it. And the way to truly go about it would have been talking to Chris after everything or after commercial break and saying, listen, she didn't like that. And we could have came to a resolution. You don't go violence first. And for a lot of people, like I said, for a lot of people out here that's like, oh, but in the streets, you're going to let someone bully your mom or bully your wife. Please shut the fuck up. The streets is different from being at a comedy show. If you're too sensitive, don't go to a comedy show. Yes, it's the fucking Oscars, but they hire comedians all the time to do this shit. All right? Comedians make fun of you if you got AIDS, crippled, bald, you look like a dwarf, you're fucking mixed. Oh, you got a black girlfriend and you're white as shit. I'm coming for you. You're Asian, you're dating a white man or black man or an Indian guy or whoever the fuck. I'm coming for you. That's how it goes. They go at your fucking jugular. You're an Asian man as a doctor. I'm cutting your ass, motherfucker. That's the game. Stop pretending that this was the most hurtful fucking thing ever. She's gonna catch a titty attack. And then Jada Smith is the dumbest motherfucker to tweet out, that's how we do it. Man, if you don't shut your bitch ass up, this is the same nigga that wore a bat suit. Motherfucker talk about coming to New York City and going to a bodega and getting kombucha. Boy! But that's how that family works. They're unstable and they're not good members of society. We can see that now. But look, right? Like I said before, there could be more deeper things here than just Will reacting to fucking Chris Rock. There could be. His wife could have him whooped. His wife gave him a look and said attack. And he did. So I believe, if he's whooped, he's whooped. Right? Because Will Smith plays a lot of movies where he's the alpha dog. He's the strongest, the strong, the badass man. And then you see there's a lot of other things underneath that in reality. Now, I am shocked that things went down like this, but I hope they can get better. I found out that Sean Puffy
later giving a
Combs
statement saying, hey,
jumped on stage talking about they're going to talk about
brothers.
this after the show and the after party, which they never did. And that's when TMZ called with Chris Rock to see if they made up. Chris said they never made up, and he didn't even know that she had alopecia, like I said before, which is very interesting. Sean Puffy Combs needs to sit the fuck down and mind his business. It just is what it is, right? I don't hear nothing from P. Diddy, all right? It just is what it is. When it comes to that form of celebrity, Chris Rock is not keeping up with the family like that, and that shows you something. But also, other celebrities see this as a whole real slap in the face moment. Pun intended. But let me know what you think of this. I do think we're going to see more stuff that came out. Chris Rock never got a personal apology from Will. Will posted some shit that was public apology, which I still think as a man, if you ain't apologizing to me in person, it doesn't count. A public apology don't mean shit to me. As a man, come be front and center and apologize to my face, because you publicly humiliated me. You better publicly and in person apologize to me. I feel that best, right? You could be like, oh, that's too much, man. What if they start fighting? At least they fight behind the scenes. And that's nobody else's business but them. At that point, right? Regardless, people keep bringing up 2016 when Chris Rock made fun of Jada Pinkett for boycotting the Oscars and saying that she's not going to go because her husband didn't get nominated for Concussion. And look, it's 7 years later. I'm counting 2016 to now. It could be 6 years. 7 years later, and you're nominated. He's nominated, and you're his +1. Remember, not everybody in Hollywood is actually at the Oscars. Certain invitations are invited. If you were in the movie, you got nominated, they invite you to see if you're going to win. You bring your +1, which would be a family member, whoever. That's how it works at these award shows. She wasn't invited to the Oscars. That's why she boycotted the Oscars. Because the Oscars weren't celebrating and uplifting black people. Okay. You know what I'm saying? It's the movies at that time were whack. But Moonlight? Moonlight did win an Oscar, so what the fuck is she talking about? But at the same time, as a black person, you're like, I'm boycotting it. Chris Rock made a joke. It's like Rihanna's panties. I wasn't invited, but, I wouldn't turn it down. At the same time, true, it's none of my business to be in something I'm not in or invited to. Like, I wasn't invited to that, but I would love to be, but you're not. You know what I mean? That was a simple joke. People bring that up like this. There's history behind this. No. A joke to another joke means you can't take a joke. That's what I'm hearing. A lot of you can't. But grow stronger skin and stop being jackasses. I really do think Will Smith could have handled this better. Like I keep on saying, as a man, I would have handled this in a completely different way. But a lot of you out there feel like, oh, but it's disrespect will cause disrespect, or play stupid games, win stupid prizes. This is not one of those play games, win stupid prizes. This is not one of those. Okay? If Chris Rock would have got off stage and slapped the back of Jada's head, slap the back of her head, then you can talk about play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Because he played a stupid game and he won a stupid prize. Getting slapped. If he physically did something to them, not verbally, I would understand. Like I like to say, and this is something for most of you need to know, alright? You need to hear. You want to hear? You're listening? You're listening? Okay. Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words can never hurt you. Words can't hurt you unless you let them hurt you. That means you have a weak mind to let words into your psyche affect you physically and mentally for you to attack and hurt someone because you can't take the language. I've taken a lot of language growing up. I'm fat man for a reason, nigga. I didn't just become fat one day. It just happens, over time. But words do affect you. They affect your psyche. If you're willing to understand these words, take them in, and reject them, and use them as power to fuel yourself. Don't go off the attack. It's not an adult thing to do. If someone is attacking you physically, then you use physical harm. If someone's attacking you verbally, then you do verbal harm. I would have loved it if Will went on top of the stage and said something to Chris Rock like, Chris, I've been in some bad movies too, but damn, that's Saw. That's terrible right there. Like, you need to work on that portfolio. We'll get you up there. You can win one of these one day. Boom! Boom! Chris Rock would have been like, damn, you slapped me, but you didn't slap August. Chris Rock would have came back with fire, bro. Like, he would have roasted Will Smith. Alright? Let's stop playing. But this is what I think. Let me know what you think in the comments below. This is your boy Fat Man. Listen. You want to have more conversations? The comments below. You don't like what I'm saying? Well, fuck you. This is the Not Holding Back series. This is what I think of. This is what I believe. This is what I know. So from me to you, remember to never give up, never surrender, and keep on grinding. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment below. Hit the bell icon to be notified. This is your boy. Thank you. Welcome to Not Holding Back series. Oh, and please, be fucking adults about things. Fucking idiots.
Shit.
Gambino on drum. You little niggas gonna stop acting like my shit ain't the grill. Some of you niggas get your front teeth for grills. And I ain't talking about the contract.
Ain't loving these fake hoes. Room smelling like 8 switches. Room service like 2K. NBA, I'm ballin', nigga. All the niggas falling like autumn, nigga. Talking shit, I saw them niggas. Now they daughter want a picture. Rough, ain't it? Fuck famous.
Yeah,
niggas too real, got the most haters. Wrote a story so Stephen Curry. How it feel to be golden.